The family, stricken with a number of deaths in the last decade, now faced with burying 2 more relatives after a fire destroyed a unit at the apartments behind me.
I am broken.
Margie Bridge didn't want to believe an early phone call this morning telling her that her daughter's apartment on 3rd Street in Clinton, Missouri was on fire.
I threw on some clothes and I thought, couldn't be.
Inside the 2nd-story unit was Margie's daughter, Taylor Briggs, her 4-year-old granddaughter, Adriana, and a 45-year-old man identified as Ernest McConville. Investigators say all 3 died from smoke inhalation.
Inside the apartment itself, we did not hear any audible smoke detector sounding. As far as the exact cause, we can't rule out smoking or possible electrical causes.
Margie had just seen Taylor and Adriana on Monday.
She put her arms around me and she says, "I love you, Nana." And I said, "I love you, Adriana." That's a big thing. It wasn't a very big thing last night, but it was a really big thing this morning.
Margie remembers Adriana as being a sassy girl who was too smart for her own good. She says Taylor was a mom obsessed with her children.
She loved her kids.
The hardest part of this all is when Margie had to tell Taylor's 7-year-old son Avery, who was not at home at the time of the fire, that his mom and sister were no longer here.
One thing that Avery said, that as long as we had memories that we would never lose his mommy, our Adriana, that they would always be in our hearts.
Margie herself is a strong woman. Between beating cancer last year to losing her husband 5 years ago,
This is a great picture.
the pastor is now leaning on her faith and congregation more than ever.
God can take the most terrible, awful thing that can ever happen to you in your life, and somehow some good will come from it somewhere.
She says she finds comfort, even in the midst of agony, knowing that so many of her loved ones are together.
We got a whole bunch of angels that are looking down after us, and we're going to be all right.
Now, a memorial fund has been set up for little Avery. There are plans for him to move in with his grandmother. Donations can be made through the Bradley and Hadley Funeral Home here in Clinton until family can get a bank account set up for the little guy. Zach Summers, Fox 4 News.